Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Blurb TV, Chicago style. I'm still in the Windy City. I want to show you some of the gorgeous skyline I get to see outside my hotel window while we go over our Big East power rankings for this week. It's going to be a very fluid list, as I said in my article last week. I think there's going to be a lot of movement week to week as we've hit the conference gauntlet. But one constant, and that's West Virginia. They continue to play good football, and they've snuck back into the top 25. And I'm sorry, when you are in the top 25 and nobody else in your conference is, you're going to be the number one team. But frankly, this is a team that's playing very good football. I'm impressed with them, and I think they will continue to do so. They have a very good chance of running this conference gauntlet and ending up with the Big East Conference title this year. Our number 2 team is going to surprise some people. Frankly, Syracuse, who was number 4 last week, is number 2 this week. And they just keep winning the games they're supposed to and have to win. They beat the USF Bulls this past weekend, and they may not be sexy, they may not be exciting, but they're playing good football. And frankly, when the rest of the conference looks the way that it does, Syracuse is a safe bet to give you a consistent football performance each week. The Orange are my number 2 team. Take that for what it is. I think they're a pretty good team. I don't know that they'll hold on to it the rest of the season, but they'll definitely give it a good shot. My number 3 team is Cincinnati. They were my number 5 last week. They had a very good game. Butch Jones seems to be a guy who has been able to turn this team around. The offense is getting going, and this team has started to look like a Cincy team that we thought they might be. I always thought that we were undervaluing a little bit. They're 2-time conference champions. They're not out of this hunt yet. The basic record doesn't look very pretty, but they're starting to play well. I think they're gathering momentum. I'm impressed with them right now. My number 4 team is Louisville. And yeah, they were one step from the basement last week, but they put a hurt on the opposition this week, and Charlie Strong has them prepared and playing well right now. They have a long way to go to become real contenders in this conference, but they had a very good week, and I'm starting to see things that I like an awful lot out of Louisville. I think the Cardinal are on the rise. We'll see if they can hold on to it going into next week. Number 5, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. I don't know what to make of this team right now. They play good defense and pretty good special teams, and they almost folded to UConn this week, but they've got very good play from a new quarterback. The Tom Savage experiment is done. It is over. We're going to see Chaz Dodd in there more frequently from here on out, and he gave this offense something they didn't have before, and that's a spark. We will see if this continues going forward, but Rutgers right now looks like they could be putting it all together, maybe have a nice little run as we go into conference play. Number 6, I was wrong about UConn. I had them number 2 last weekend. I thought they were turning into the team we thought they might be, that dark horse contender. But I'm sorry, guys, you cannot lose to Rutgers. You had Rutgers. You had your foot on their throat. You let them get off the mat and beat you. It was the first time in 3 years you guys really had a good shot at beating them, and UConn, you fell short. I like what Endress brings to the table, but this team is just too chaotic for me right now. They may be able to get back, and there's certainly a lot of conference play to go for them, but right now I'm very disappointed in them, and they definitely deserve the drop in my rankings. Number 7, Pitt. Speaking of teams I don't know what to do with, Pitt's one of them. It'd be nice if they beat a team that they needed to beat, and it'd be nice if they showed up. Alright, so the Notre Dame game wasn't the Miami game. They didn't get blown out. They played well. They almost came back. But this team is just a disaster. The offensive line is still a problem. Neither of the running backs got going. And I'm sorry, but Tino Sinceri is not getting enough protection for him to be consistent and reliable for anybody. That throw near the end of the game, the interception, the Hail Mary for no reason, not only do I not know why he threw it, I don't know why they called that play. Wanstead needs to take a hard look at not just the offensive line, not just the defense, not just his quarterback, but himself, and see exactly why he's calling these plays, why the offensive coordinator is calling these plays, and do something quick, because Pitt is playing horrible right now. They are just about done in conference play, and they're an afterthought overall for, in general, in college football. Hey, Big East doesn't have to worry about Pitt being stolen by anyone. Nobody's going to steal them. My bottom-ranked team right now is USF. Okay, maybe it's a little bit harsh, but they got blown out by Syracuse, and while they may be my number 2 team, you should have been in the game, and you weren't. USF is a team that has no real personality to it. I don't know whether they're a team that wants to run or a team that wants to throw or what's going on. B.J. Daniels is not a great quarterback. There are too many questions. It's fine, because the Bulls are a rebuilding team, but right now, they are a team that really has not shown me all that much, and they're way too inconsistent. It could be that Pitt's going to take over that 8th spot next week, But frankly, the Bulls really disappointed me this week. I thought they'd give Syracuse more of a fight, and they couldn't. That's where they are right now. You can send the hate mail to thunderingblurb@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, either twitter.com/thunderingblurb or twitter.com/BigEastGridiron. That's going to be doing it for my power rankings from Chicago. We'll have more video from the Windy City throughout this week. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.